Does your ex actually miss you, or are they just using you for their own selfish needs? Well, in this video, I'm going to talk about why your ex will lie and pretend to be interested when really they don't actually want you back. I'm going to tell you how to tell the difference between an ex who's genuinely interested and one who's only trying to manipulate you. And I'll give you the secret way to treat your lying ex that will flip the script and have them chasing after you again. Now, this can be hard to face, but knowing this stuff is the difference between creating a stronger connection with your ex and living in limbo for the foreseeable future. So let's get into it. So first off, why would your ex show signs of interest if they aren't really interested? Well, the truth is that a lot of people feel they need to feel wanted and desired by others in order to have value. And so they'll show up, act interested, only to get that feeling of being desired, and then they'll bail. And before you say, well, my ex isn't like that, they wouldn't manipulate me for their own gain. Well, there's something you haven't considered. And that is that you only know your ex in a particular context. Maybe they were your friend or your coworker, and then they were your romantic partner. But you don't know who they are after a breakup. Because breakups literally change the chemistry of your brain. Studies have honestly shown that depression is linked to selfishness. You feel so much pain that you turn inward and stop considering the feelings of others. You really only have the capacity to think about yourself and your own needs. So ironically, the more your ex likes you, the more they'll be hurt by the breakup, and so the more selfish they may act in the aftermath. And on top of that, you don't know how your ex feels about you right now. Whoever ended it, however amicable it might have seemed, breakups are fueled by secret hostilities and resentments that we carry for one another. So it could very well be the case that your ex is hiding a lot of bitter feelings towards you. And if that is the case, they may feel justified in treating you as disposable just to meet their own needs. Now, if you want to find out the truth about your ex's feelings, go to breakupbrad.com/quiz right now. The quiz is completely free. It takes just a few minutes, and it'll tell you how your ex feels about you, what your chances are of getting them back, and it'll also provide you with customized advice that's tailored to your particular situation. Again, try it for free at breakupbrad.com/quiz. Now, it hurts to know that your ex might be treating you this way. Should you really spend your time focused on this person who doesn't even care enough to treat you with respect? Well, frankly, the truth is these feelings are quite complicated, and at the same time, they're probably temporary. So if you can get past this, there is a good reason to believe that they will snap out of it, apologize, and start treating you right again. I've honestly seen it happen so many times with my clients, but it does really only work if you follow a very particular path. But I am getting ahead of myself a bit. First, we need to diagnose the situation. Now, you need to know that, unfortunately, this pattern is very common. I see a lot of clients come to me filled with hope and confusion because of their ex's actions. And then I end up having to really let them know that their ex is only using them. So here's the checklist that I use to determine the truth. Number one is when they only show up when they're bored or lonely. So when your ex has a lot going on, they're nowhere to be found. And when they're bored and just need a distraction, they hit you up. So maybe they've got some time to kill at work, or it's late at night and they're suddenly free to talk for hours. But then when you reach out first, they take hours to respond and seem cold and distant. They don't feel like talking to you, and so they won't. It's that simple. And secondly is when conversations stay shallow. So they're really only looking for validation here. They want evidence that you're interested and available to them because it strokes their ego. So they're never going to talk about anything real or actually important. You might be a shoulder to cry on when they really need it, but typically it's going to be just, joking around, flirting, maybe some memories of the good old days. And if you try to bring up anything more serious, they're out the door. Now, I should say that having serious discussions about the relationship are really not valuable at this stage at all, because they just remind your ex of past drama and really put pressure on them. But even so, their refusal to engage is a sign that they may just be using you. And third is they get jealous but won't move things forward. Now, jealousy is a great sign of interest most of the time. But when your ex is just using you, their jealousy is going to be different. It's more like they're being possessive because they see you as their plaything that they don't want to share. Now, of course, they'll never admit that they're jealous, but if they did, they'd have a lot more explaining to do. It'll be more like they're suddenly rude or antagonistic for no reason. They'll see you in a picture with somebody attractive and they'll have a bunch of questions and criticism. They'll act angry, like you're somehow betraying them, even though they're not willing to actually claim you as their partner. And another sign is that their jealousy will turn on and off at the drop of a hat. So maybe they were jealous last week, but now things are getting too close for them and they're pushing you away and encouraging you to see other people. And they do it because they know that they could have you really whenever they want. And fourth, they just use you for sex. Now, this is generally more common for male exes, but women definitely do it as well. They'll start out friendly, but things will quickly turn flirty and sexual. And then once they've slept with you, they ice you out. They felt desire for you, but it was tied to getting that feeling of power over you, the feeling that they were able to make you want them. It makes them feel attractive. Now, there's actually a stranger version of this that I've been seeing a lot more lately, and that's where your ex will only flirt to get you interested, but never actually sleep with you. And when you try to meet up, they're always, too busy. But the next time they've had a couple beers or they're lonely at midnight, they're back in your DMs being very flirtatious. And this can be especially confusing until you recognize that it's just about stroking their ego. It's not really about you at all. And number 5 is they just make you feel insecure. Ultimately, the way that you can tell they're just using you for attention is the feeling that you get when you interact with them. You've seen them when they genuinely cared for you and prioritized you in the relationship. And if they're treating you completely differently after the breakup, you are going to be able to tell the difference. So trust your gut and don't let them gaslight you into thinking that, you're being too needy. If you feel like you're being taken advantage of, you probably are. So the problem with your ex using you for attention is that they clearly don't care about you. You could be anyone. It's just that you're a sure thing in their mind because you've fallen for them before. And this means that if someone else came along who showed them love, they'd find a reason to drop you in a heartbeat. So obviously, you want the behavior to stop. You want them to take you seriously, and you want them to realize that they're in the wrong and apologize. And ultimately, you want them to commit to you rather than stringing you along. So let's take this step by step. Put simply, they're doing this because you're letting them get away with it. They send out a couple of texts and they get a spike of dopamine, and then they're done with the interaction. And they'll keep you in your back pocket knowing that you're going to respond the exact same way next time. And that means that they're only going to stop this when you stop rewarding this behavior. So don't play their game. By now, you know the pattern and you can interrupt it. So if they text you at 1 a.m. flirting and you respond and flirt back, then you've just fallen into the trap. But what would happen if you didn't flirt back? What would happen if you changed the subject, called them out on it, or most terrifying, just didn't respond at all? Now, I realize, it feels like if you don't play along, they're going to find somebody who will, and they're going to leave you for good. But that feeling is exactly what has trapped you in this cycle in the first place. And that's the truth that I've been getting at. Your ex doesn't miss you because you're too available to them. And that is the truth that I've been getting at. Your ex doesn't miss you because you're too available to them. If you pull away and you keep them at a distance unless they treat you right, then they're going to start to realize that they're messing this up. So of course, this is where boundaries come in. So figure out the things that they do that make you feel shitty, recognize your role in it, and then stop it. So, that could include just not responding to texts late at night because they won't talk to you the next day. It can mean refusing booty calls and late night meetups and asking for actual dates, or refusing to flirt or give them compliments just because they expect it. It can mean holding your ex to their word and not automatically forgiving them when they fail to live up to do whatever they promised. And ultimately, it honestly can mean walking away for a sustained period of time if they're not willing to treat you right. Now, this is the hardest step to take, understandably, but remember, you've been giving them too much access to your texts, to your attention, and to your heart. And sometimes we get caught up in the attention trap because we never fully transition out of the relationship. The breakup, removes most aspects of the relationship, but a few things like flirting and validation hang around and end up causing problems. But when you give them real space, you're going to find out whether they have actual interest in you or if they're just using you because you let them. Now, of course, this can be a hard lesson to learn, but it is vital to know the truth if you really want them back. Now, a lot of people don't know how to do this the right way or just make this happen without backsliding or upsetting their ex. And frankly, this is where no contact can provide a great framework. It's all about separating completely from your ex and getting a fresh start so that you can reconnect without all the baggage. When you take a significant period away from your ex, they stop taking you for granted and losing their respect for you. And instead, they see what they're missing out on, which is you. They get a chance to realize the truth. Their behavior has pushed you away, and maybe for good. And this is when many exes are going to see the error of their ways and start taking you seriously again. So if you want your ex to snap out of this behavior and treat you properly, then just go no contact. It works, and frankly, in many cases, it's the only real solution. Well, the other solution is to sign up for my one-on-one coaching program and start working with me today so that we can come up with a plan together. And then you can be my next coaching success story. So if you want my ongoing advice and help, just go to breakupbrad.com/coaching and sign up right now if there's a spot available. Thank you guys so much for watching to the end, and I will talk to you in the comments. Bye for now.